Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Late Night Show. Tonight, we're going to be talking with the scientists from ET Settlements, the company behind the solar farm on Mars. Last time we talked to them, they were in the process of setting up the colony. Let's take a look at an interview from 2 years ago where we talked to one of the scientists. As I'm sure you've all heard, we've been experiencing some pretty crazy weather lately. Here to talk to us today about what's hopefully going to be the global solution to our weather crisis is Dr. Cho, head scientist at ET Settlements.
Thanks, Tyler. I'm a big fan of your show. I'm very excited to be here today.
Can you tell us a little bit more about why this project is so important?
Definitely. As you all may know, millions of people have died from these super hurricanes that have been caused by global warming. And, we predict that millions more will die unless we start thinking about colonizing different planets rather than Earth.
It's very sad.
Just saying how it is. But anyways, we feel that after the UN signed this agreement, if humans can possibly live on Mars, we can start moving more and more and just maybe leave the Earth entirely. But our job right now is to design a settlement that can give conditions for 100 people. Basically a trial run before we start moving the rest of the population.
And how are you going to do that?
Well, our biggest issue was power generation. Obviously, it takes a lot of energy to keep 100 people alive on a different planet. So we decided to build a solar farm, which has lots and lots of silicon solar cells within a solar farm that has a lithium-ion battery backup system, just in case something happens. But it's pretty tricky because Mars has very different surface conditions than Earth. Our system has to withstand cold temperatures, humid temperatures, and also up to 60 miles per hour winds.
And can you talk a little bit more about the cells for the members of the audience?
Yeah, sure thing. Well, basically we use monocrystalline silicon solar cells that can withstand the atmosphere and temperature of Mars. These can actually last up to 50 years while maintaining most of its efficiency, which is around 24.2%. And also, like I said, they have a battery backup system, which can be utilized for any unforeseen circumstances.
As a silicon enthusiast, I'm very interested in learning more about how these panels were constructed. Can you tell us a little bit more about the panels?
Yeah, sure thing. So these solar panels are, of course, composed of a very pure silicon crystal. And using the Charsky system, this creates a silicon ingot from the pure crystal. And finally, you can create wafers from the ingot and heat it in the presence of phosphorus gases.
Well, good luck with that. Thanks for joining us, Dr. Cho.
Thank you.
Unfortunately, Dr. Cho died in a tragic accident in space. So today, instead, we'll be talking to Dr. Nike.
Hey Tyler, yeah, we were all pretty shaken up after Dr. Cho's death. He was a brilliant scientist and a man and a great father, and he'll definitely be missed. I know I've got some big shoes to fill, but we made some immense progress, and me and my team were ready for this. So I know Dr. Cho will be proud of it.
And we thank you for that, Dr. Nike. So tell us, how are things up in Mars?
Yeah, well, after Dr. Cho died trying to repair those solar cells, we decided it was time to make a few changes. The silicon-based solar panels are very susceptible to corrosion, and we couldn't have someone going out there every time to fix them, otherwise they were going to get blown away like Dr. Cho. So we decided to add an acrylic encapsulant. It does decrease the efficiency, but it does protect the panels from debris and dust.
And how do the people seem to be doing?
Yeah, I think they're enjoying their new home on Mars. I mean, it includes basic heating, power for cooking, a small portable TV, and other basic needs. Right now, the farm is approximately 10 acres with 8,000 solar panels, and we're generating about 4,000 kilowatts at maximum charge. So, things are going pretty well. Our solar panels and the structure for our habitats are being held up by mangalloy, which has extreme anti-wear properties and can achieve up to 3 times its hardness during any impacts. So everyone's happy, everyone's healthy, and we're looking forward to more people up here.
Very cool. So it looks like that's all the time we have for tonight. I just want to thank you, Dr. Knight, for joining us, and I want to thank everybody in the audience for joining us. Be sure to watch tomorrow night for an exclusive interview and live performance from One Direction as they kick off their reunion tour. Good night.